Hey there everyone, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. It's Christmas Eve, but we're still going to talk about some horror news. So guys, it looks like Scream 7 has gone from bad to worse. After losing their two main stars, it looks like the director has now walked off the project. So guys, if you're new around here, consider hitting that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all the movie news we have going on around here. So we're going to jump into this Cosmic Book News article. Scream 7 loses the director following Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera. So the movie will need to be rewritten from the ground up after losing its director and two stars. Yeah, so this franchise has suffered, quite bad losses in recent times. They tried to get Neve Campbell to come back. They didn't want to pay her that much money, and she felt that she was worth more. So she decided not to come back for the last Scream project. And then Melissa Barrera, she made comments regarding the Israeli war. And obviously the producers and the owners of the franchise at Spyglass didn't like the comments that she made, so she was fired. And then following that, Jenna Ortega, she also left the Scream project, Scream 7, due to scheduling conflicts with filming Wednesday Season 2. It was nothing to do with Melissa Barrera being fired. There's a lot of rumors and reports about that, but it's not true. She left because of direct conflicts with filming Wednesday Season 2. But guys, let's jump in and see if we can learn a little bit more about what's going on with the Scream franchise. So Scream 7 loses director Christopher Landon, which follows Jenna Ortega bailing on the franchise and the firing of Melissa Barrera. So Christopher Landon was named as the director of Scream 7, following the successful revival of the franchise with the recent 2022 and 2023 hit movies. Those movies were so good. Since they've done a soft reboot on the franchise, it's really been firing on all cylinders. People have loved it. It's made so much money. It's critically done well, financially done well, and it's just revving on all cylinders. So to throw the spanner in the works with having their two main stars and now the director gone, they're going to have to completely sort of revitalize the franchise in order to keep it moving forward. But hopefully they can get it done because it's such a great little horror franchise and I think people love it. And as I say, it's financially viable as well. So Landon was developing Scream 7 with James Vanderbilt, who wrote and produced the two recent reboots, who is writing the current script for Scream 7. So Landon tweeted the news on Saturday. So he goes on to say this was the current director of Scream 7, who's now left. He says, quote, "I guess now is a good time as any to announce I formally exited Scream 7 weeks ago," he said. "This will disappoint some and delight others. It was a dream job that turned into a nightmare, and my heart did break for everybody involved. Everyone, but it's time to move on. I have nothing." So it sounds like he's really upset and disappointed with what happened to Scream 7. It kind of just imploded on itself. As I say, the two main stars have gone, and now the director's left. And yeah, guys, it's really not looking good for the franchise. But as I say, it's financially viable, and people love this franchise. It doesn't go on to make, billions of dollars at the box office, but it's really financially viable because they make it for pocket change. Their budget is really small, so their return on investment is really good with these Scream movies. So hopefully they can keep it going. And there's going to be loads and loads of actors and actresses jumping at the chance to appear in a Scream movie, so they should be able to replace these two main stars pretty easily. So Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega exit. The departures of Christopher Landon and Jenna Ortega follow the November 21st firing of Melissa Barrera, following her social media post about the Israel-Hamas war. So Berrera posted on her Instagram story at the time, quote, "Gaza is currently being treated like a concentration camp, cornering everyone together with nowhere to go, no electricity, no water. People have learned nothing from our histories, and just like our histories, people are still silently watching it all happen. This is genocide and ethnic cleansing." Obviously, that's her point of view. I'm not here to say whether she's right or wrong to feel that way, guys. This isn't a political commentary whatsoever. This is just news and entertainment. And that's what she posted, and that's the reason why she was fired. As I say, if she feels that way, that's up to her. She's her own individual person, and that's the reason why she was fired. So, following her statement, the production company that owns Scream fired the actress and released the following statement. So, Spyglass stance is unequivocally clear. Let me start that again, sorry. So, Spyglass stance is unequivocally clear. We have zero tolerance for anti-Semitism or the incitement of hate in any form, including false references to genocide, ethnic cleansing, Holocaust distortion, or anything that flagrantly crosses the line into hate speech, stated Spyglass Media Group. So Landon also reacted in a deleted tweet to fans following Melissa Barrera getting fired. "This is my statement. Heartbreak. Everything sucks. Stop yelling. This was not my decision to make." Yeah, he's the director. Obviously, he's in charge of directing the project and, ultimately how the project turns out. but he doesn't own the IP. He doesn't own, he doesn't own the property of Scream. That's owned by Spyglass Media. And ultimately, it was the head honchos, the executives over at Spyglass, who made the decision to get rid of Melissa Barrera following that tweet that she made. Whether they were right or wrong, at the end of the day, that's a massive can of worms that you could open. I'm not here to comment on that, guys. As I say, that's political, and I'm not going to comment on political matters on this channel. A day later, Jenna Ortega left Scream 7, the second lead of the new movies, with it claimed not because of the Melissa Barrera situation, but because she wasn't signed for another movie. The Hollywood Reporter also adds that James Vanderbilt continues writing Scream 7, but the entire movie will need to be written from the ground up. Yeah, especially with their two main stars gone, but as I say, there must be thousands of upcoming actors and actresses. Obviously, this is in the grand scheme of things in Hollywood. Scream franchise is a smaller franchise on the smaller budget spectrum, so you could get unknown actors. You don't need A-list big actors to come in and fill those roles. You could get some up-and-coming talent that maybe haven't made a name for themselves, get them in there. As long as they're talented and they can do the role, justice, then there should be no problem recasting these roles whatsoever. So the 2022 Scream and the 2023 Scream brought in over 300 million on budgets of only around 24 million and 35 million respectively. As I say, guys, even though it's a smaller end of the spectrum when it comes to Hollywood movies, the return on investment is massive because they make these movies for such a small budget that they can go on to generate, vast profits for the amount of money they spend on this franchise. And people love it. The Scream franchise is great. It started off, in the early 2000s. Actually, it started off in the 90s, didn't it? Yeah, started off in the 90s, and it's got this kind of cult following. Yeah, the movies are a bit cheesy, they're a bit silly at times, and the reveal with Ghostface at the end of the movie is kind of a bit silly, and it's a bit cheesy, as I say, but people love it, and people will keep turning up for it. So guys, to finish off the video, I thought that we would do something fun. So, where the Scream franchise can go next, I had some fun ideas for settings that you could set the Scream 7 movie in. Some of them were a little bit ridiculous, but bear with me. So, we could do it in a haunted amusement park. That would be fun, kind of like a Scooby-Doo-esque kind of movie. You've got, people being hunted down by Ghostface in a haunted amusement park. Maybe an abandoned asylum or like a hospital. People go ghost hunting and then they come across, like Ghostface. You could have a deserted ski lodge. That would be fun. So you've got a load of people in a ski lodge. Maybe that it loses power during the winter. And then Ghostface starts, hunting down the people at the resort. Underground catacombs. So people are down, underneath, underground, maybe exploring, maybe on a tourist attraction, and then Ghostface pops up underground in his kind of a cat and mouse underground in these kind of catacombs. That would be fun. A ship at sea, so you'd have like a cruise ship or maybe like a frigate of some sort. Ghostface is on the ship. You've got to kind of try and hide and seek from, Ghostface on a ship. And then to finish off, I've got a really ridiculous one. It could be set in the future, like on a spaceship or on a space station where you've got a Ghostface on a space station or a spaceship, kind of hunting down, the crew on the spaceship, kind of like a Jason X where it was set in the future. Kind of a bit ridiculous, but, there's a lot of fun places, settings, time periods that you could set a Scream movie in. It doesn't just have to be modern day Scream. They really need to reinvent the franchise, keep it fresh to get new people on board. And that's just some fun ideas that I came up with, guys. You might agree, you might disagree. If you have any more suggestions, pop it in the comment section. But that's where we are, guys. So Scream 7 has lost its two main stars and now it's lost its director. So where it's going to go from this point onwards is anybody's guess. Hopefully, as I say, they can get two new upcoming actors or actresses to fulfill those roles and keep the Scream franchise moving because it's profitable and people love it. Guys, jump into the comment section. Let me know what you think about this news. Do you hope that the Scream franchise can continue? And is there any actors or actresses you would place in the roles that have been left open by these two exits? I would love to know what you have to say, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon.